Hey, I'm Fucci and welcome to Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. We're in the middle of keto month here in the TK where we're making some really great, really tasty, keto-licious recipes. Today's show is holier than most. We're making keto bagels. Breakfast isn't breakfast without a good bagel, but all the bagels you get at the store are just packed with carbs. And if you're on a keto diet, what do? Well, I'll tell you. You tune in to Tiny Kitchen Big Taste during Keto Month when Fucci is making a super fantastic, super fantabulous keto bagel. Then you subscribe, and then you bring it.
Keto.
So what you're gonna need is mozzarella cheese, coconut flour, xanthan gum, baking powder, coconut oil, an egg, butter, and for optional toppings, things like sesame seeds, poppy seeds, and sunflower seeds. You'll also need a couple of mixing bowls, a small bowl, baking sheet and silicone baking mat, measuring cups and measuring spoons, a pastry brush, and a large spoon. Bagel. Hey, I love me a good bagel, but if you're on the keto diet, as you well know, things like a bagel with over 50 grams of carbs is a definite no-go. Now, I was talking to my buddy Douglas, who lives in Tennessee. He's doing the keto diet, getting some really fantastic results, but he was asking me if I had any good ideas for a good keto breakfast. I'm a chef. Of course I have a good idea for a good keto breakfast. And in all seriousness, I can attest to this because I had it this morning. I made one of these great keto bagels, and on that I put some bacon and an egg, and with the cheese that's in this keto bagel crust, it was fantastic. So let's get started. We're gonna start by cracking an egg into a small bowl, and then we're gonna go ahead and scramble it up. Next, in a small bowl, we're gonna combine our lower carb flour. Now today I'm using coconut flour. You could also use almond flour. That would actually give it a nice multi-grain look. To that, I'm gonna add some baking powder. Now make sure your baking powder has not expired. Now I cook a lot, and even when I pulled mine out of the drawer, it had already expired. This is gonna give you the leavening to the bread, so it's really important that it is not out of date. And then finally, some xanthan gum. Now you can get this at most grocery stores these days. It's actually used a lot of times in gluten-free cooking because it helps to bring some of the elasticity and texture that gluten would traditionally bring to bread. We'll go ahead and give this a little bit of a stir, and we can set it aside. Next, in a large microwavable bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and add our mozzarella cheese and our coconut oil. Give it a stir, and then I'm gonna pop it in the microwave, checking and stirring every 20 seconds until it's melted. I've taken it out of the microwave and it's thoroughly melted. As you can see, it's still nice and stringy, got some great elasticity to it. To that, we will add our dry mixture. Give it a little bit of a stir. Then we're gonna add the egg. I like to add the egg second so that it doesn't scramble when it hits the cheese. And then we'll knead it in the bowl until it all starts to come together. At this point, I turn out the dough onto our cutting board. We're gonna continue to knead it until it's thoroughly incorporated. Now the cheese is warm. It's not overly hot, but you do wanna check it before you dive in. We've got our kneaded dough here. I'm gonna break it into two, and then I'm gonna break it in half again. This recipe is gonna give us 4 bagels. Then we're gonna roll this until it's about 8 inches long. Now, a little trick my dad taught me, I measure from here to here. Mine is exactly 8 inches. Check yours, because look at that. An easy measurement right there. Then we'll go ahead and connect our 2 ends here and just pinch them together. And we will place it on our baking sheet. I'm gonna continue to roll out the rest, and I'll be right back. Now we can pop it in the oven just like this, but if you want to add some toppings, I've melted some butter. We'll just brush it on top of the bagel. And then you can add your favorite toppings. I'm gonna put some sunflower seeds on here. I'm gonna sprinkle some poppy seeds on another. We'll throw sesame seeds on this last one. Really whatever topping you like, or no topping at all. At this point, we're gonna pop this in a 350-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, checking it until it's nice and golden brown. So check this out. Keto-licious, bagelicious, and nutritious. Go get the recipe for these. It's available on our website. You can also check us out at Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And when you try this recipe, please let us know about it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Until next time, I'm Fucci reminding you that if I can make keto bagels in a kitchen this tiny, you can make them in yours. We'll see you next time on Tiny Kitchen. Big taste. Bagel, 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 bagel. Keto-friendly breakfasts. So, breakfasts. Keto-friendly breakfasts. Got that same texture, that same bite as